Hello from Sweden and welcome to this reading. You are seen by powerful guides with messages. And I have prepared 3 different piles with oracle cards. The one that you feel the most drawn to will be your reading today. We're also using different tarot decks in each of the piles. So we have pile number 1 with the seer. We have pile number 2 with the architect. And we have pile number 3 with the white owl. Okay, this is the options for today's reading. If you need more time, you can pause the video. Otherwise, you can scroll down to the comment section where you will find your timestamps. And I will see you guys in your sub-readings. Hello, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. So you're seen by powerful guides and they have messages for you. You felt drawn to the seer. So let's just put it here and we're going to dive into your reading. And today I've put the oracle cards on the side because I felt it was easier to move around on the table. So we are going to start with some of the oracle cards I have on the side. And we're going to take some cards. We're going to start with those messages, some cards from your main tarot deck. And then we'll also continue with some oracle cards I have prepared. So we are going to do... let's start with one of these cards. So what is the messages from these powerful guides that are part of your journey right now? Many of them are part of your spirit team as well. I think we're going to put this one here as well. Okay. And then we are going to do two cards from this tarot deck as well. Felt very drawn to using this one today. The Lemurian Star Child Oracle, I think it's called. Okay, and you know what? Let's just start with this and then we're going to do 6 tarot cards, I think. So let's see what we got here. Stuck in the mud. Stuck in the mud. Okay. That's how you feel maybe. Wow. This is perfect. This is perfect. The reason why I already did a reading this morning. 2026 will be your most power. Why will 2026 be your most powerful year or something? I can't remember the title, but you probably saw it. And I did that early in the morning, and now it's evening. And I felt like I really wanted to do a reading because I felt stuck in the mud, and I felt like I needed some encouragement. So maybe this is exactly how you are feeling because you know the tarot reader and the viewer's energy somehow aligns. That's how we are drawn to each other. So look at this. They're coming here with encouragement. So let's see what they have to say. And I keep feeling like they are a part of your spirit team. They know exactly what's going on. They know your life purpose. They know what you're working through. They know the good things coming. They know the challenges that you are working through. And they're very close to you, these guys. We have fire of transformation. Look at this. We have the phoenix. Radical purification, violet flame, surrendering and resurrection. You are going through a very big transformation. Yeah. You might feel like you are stuck in the mud, but you're actually in between 2 worlds. You're in between the old and the new. You're not in the old anymore, but you're not completely in the new. So it can feel a little bit frustrating being there in the middle because the things that you've been waiting for, that you want to manifest in your life, they haven't yet manifested. And there's still some old things lingering around. So you're like kind of in the like no man's land. I think that's the way you say it, or kind of like on the bridge between the old and the new. And it's a little bit of a boring place to be at. We have stepping stones. Take the next step, let go of the old paradigm. Yeah, this is what you're doing. You're taking step by step. You might feel like you're stuck in the mud, but actually you're not, because we have the very powerful fire of transformation here with Phoenix. So I think the feeling of stuckness and frustration comes from, like I said, you being between the old and the new, and there are still old energies lingering around, old problems, but also you haven't seen the things that you want to manifest fully come to life. So this is, but we have a number 10 here with the Phoenix, you know, so there is some big change. And also because I mentioned the reading 2026. If you haven't watched it, I would recommend you to watch it because it was actually pretty good. And next year, maybe, this is a timeless reading. But if you're watching this in 2025, this is a call that next year, look at this, we have 424. So 4 plus 2 is a 6, you know, 26, 2026. Maybe something has been going on since 2024. The last 2 years specifically has been very long. Has been very long, maybe. Okay. So you're taking step. It's step by step. You are transforming your life, and next year, 2026, there's going to be some big changes. We're not going to go into so much of that because I think we said it all in the reading that I did earlier today. Let's see what we got here. You know what? Let's just do... I think we're just going to do 3 tarot cards. Or maybe one more because we can fit one more. And I have another deck here as well, which is very nice. So let's do a couple of cards here after we have looked at the tarot cards. 10 of Swords. Wow, yeah. There is painful endings here. And look at you fighting. Look at you. You have 3 swords in the back. There's swords everywhere here. This is and with the fire of transformation and the Phoenix here, this is a very, difficult transformation, very difficult ending. You're fighting here. You are a warrior. You're not laying flat on the back, which most of the time on the 10 of Swords cards, the man is just laying flat on his tummy, you know, and all the swords is in his back. But you're fighting here. So I'm getting a message like you don't have to fight so hard. Like also remember to surrender to the process. And the more you surrender to the process, the more we can carry you, they say. The more the energies can flow freely. And the more we can carry you through this shift that you are doing. We have 10 of Wands. Wow. Now we got 10 because we had a 10 on the Phoenix card here. 10, 10, 10. Wow, this is a massive ending for you. And it feels like a burden. 10 Wands. Look at this. 10 Wands. And you can't see here. You have an eye fold on. And here we have the seer. Yeah, you know, with the seer here, maybe you can't make sense of the situation if you look at it from one perspective. If you look at it from one perspective, the thing that you can see is the old problems are still lingering around and the new hasn't manifested. So this makes you feel stuck in the mud. But with the seer here, if you tap into your intuition, if you connect with your higher self and your guides, you know what's going on. You will get encouragement. This is where you'll find encouragement. Maybe you won't see encouragement on how it's going in your life. It's like everything has to catch up. You have to finish the process, and then your life has to align with the new reality, and then the new things has to manifest. So you're going through this massive process, really a purge here, really a rebirth here. But right now, maybe you are burning. Maybe you're burning because you're going through some kind of radical purification. Violet flame is transcending you. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Star. This is very nice. With the Knight of Wands, maintain passion and ambition for your path. But you have to mix that with surrender and trusting the process as well. We need both these things. We need motivation, we need ambition, we need focus, like the Knight of Wands has. But the Knight of Wands, you know, on a shadowy aspect can also be impulsive and restless. And this you need to tame your inner restlessness and wanting maybe to control things. Because you are dying here, pile number one. A part of you is dying and it's meant to die. And the more we surrender to that, like I said, it feels like they can carry us more the more we surrender. So with the star here, also showing there's a beautiful rebirth, there's a very deep healing, and guides are coming in here with encouragement, but also hope, because the star card is also connected to hope. Oh, that was too fast. I want to do this card first. We have play. Crazy lace agate and sunflower play. More fun, jokes and laughter, please. Yeah, more fun, please. Something with not taking things so serious and like trusting that it's like trust that certain things in your life will improve when the time is right. It's like it has to catch up. But the number one thing that is going on is your transformation. It is the changes that's going on within you. And this massive 10-10-10 radical purification and radical ending that you're going through. That's like the biggest thing. And I mean, don't stress like the small stuff. And don't even stress the big stuff, like kind of things that you want to change in your life, because it feels like things are going to catch up, like you're going to jump timelines. So when you're ripe, you know, when the time is right, when you're ripe, when you're done, you're going to like, what you felt that you have, like you're going to catch up in some way, and things are going to happen much faster, and the areas that you are worried about today are going to work out. So an optimistic attitude, is going to serve you. We have a secret garden with a sacred space. Cultivate your space, inner beauty and self-care. Yeah, attend to your inner needs and prioritize self-care, prioritize self-love. And there needs to be patience here, because we can't stress this process, because it's already painful. It's already, it's like you're processing a lot, you know, and you can't process more because it would be a little bit too much. So some people like, you know, surrender to the healing process, surrender to the purge, and have faith and trust that the guides and the universe and your higher self and your soul is adjusting kind of your healing process according to what kind of like what you can manage, and also like what you're ready for. Let's do your oracle cards. Yeah, let's not forget about the oracle cards. Sometimes I do. So, wow. We have Bridget with inner fire. Let your passion lead you to your purpose. Look at this with Knight of Wands. I said that. It's important that we maintain passion and ambition, but also be aware not to let that become obsession or restlessness or impulsivity. Yeah, you know what I mean. But the inner fire, and here fire of transformation. So there is like... Trust the fire, the calling that is pulling you forward. Because if you stop and if you connect with yourself, you know what's going on. You know where you're heading. You know what you want. You know you're going through this purge and the healing. You have done this many times before maybe. You know that the goal that you're moving towards is a changed life. It is a more healed version of yourself. It is a more successful version of yourself. It is a more peaceful, content version of yourself. More passionate, yeah, as well. A more passionate, free, and wild version of yourself. We have taught with divine magic. The teacher awakens. The student becomes the master. This is the final test. Maybe the final test, the final purge. Oh, wow, I got the goosebumps all over me. Yeah, and I felt like I wanted to throw up. It's like I wanted to throw up my ego, or I don't know what happened, but that really hit a spot. Because we had 10, 10, 10 here, you know. 10, 10, 10 is the ending. 3 times 10. So there's something with the teacher. The student becomes the master. This is you. This is you. Something with the final test. You're going through the final purge, the final test. Something like that is coming up very strong. We have adapt and we have healing. We have adapt and we have healing. Yeah, I think there's something with adapt. I think there's something big going on with you. Like you are adapting yourself to a higher type of energy body. I think you're activating your chakras. There could be like the Kundalini is rising and activating some brain centers, or rising to the next level or something. There's a new type of consciousness awakening. But there's something going on here where, you know, it's divine. It's the divine that is the energy of the divine that is flowing through you. And this we can't control. The only thing we can do is to surrender and let it happen. And this is the energy that I'm getting here, like surrendering and letting it happen, but still having the passion, the motivation. But where do we direct this passion and the motivation? We direct it to our calling. We direct it maybe to prayer. We direct it maybe to faith and devotion and trust. Because there's something with like, I'm really getting this feeling of surrender, patience, and really like letting it happen rather than trying to control it. Rather than trying to fix things, letting it happen. And maybe this is a big lesson to do that, because we have we want to control things. Yeah, it's normal. This is the human psyche, or the human, and this is how we are built. You know, we like to have things under control. We like to have fixed things and things like that. But it's already happening, you know, and it's just a matter on how comfortable it's going to be for you. Yeah. So should we do like do we have some last messages maybe? No. Yeah, it's this one. We have the Emperor coming here with power, stability. We have 10, another 10. Wow, how many 10s can you have? We have a 10 of Pentacles. More stability with the 10 of Pentacles together with the Emperor. A lot of power here. You are building a lot of power. Don't you worry. All the good things, all the things that you want, all the things that belongs to you will come to you. It will come to you. But it could be that there's going to be a period in your life where it's not there. Where you're just in the middle of this. You feel stuck in the mud. Like I said, there's old energies lingering around. You feel almost stuck in the old. And the new hasn't manifested. And you're just in the middle there. And just like, whoa, what's happening, you know? Don't you worry about, you know, embrace that. Embrace that. And we have the King of Wands. Nice. We go from the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands. You will conquer. You will succeed. Your vision will come true. King of Wands is a visionary. The seer is a visionary. You know, or yes, it's a visionary. We can say that with the third eye open. So you will conquer. You will succeed. In the end, you know, there's some big power here. Big powers working in your favor. There's some power awakening within you. With the Bridget here. Inner fire. Your inner fire is activating. And your chakras are aligning and they're upgrading. And Kundalini is doing one thing. And, you know, Kundalini is the divine within you. What is Kundalini? It's the divine within you. So you're becoming more divine. And yeah, just go with it. Let's just go with it. Yeah, just go with it. And I think it's important that we try to be more and not sweat the small stuff and not stress too much and just like, okay, let's see what happens. And invite more play, more fun, jokes and laughter, please, into our life. But also with the secret garden and sacred space here, it's important to prioritize, like I said, self-care, self-love, and maybe time in solitude, because you're going through big things. Yeah, it could be that if you have people around you that don't understand these type of themes, if you can't talk about stuff like this, can feel very lonely. And don't worry so much about that. Create your own sanctuary, because there's something beautiful going on with you. The divine has awakened within you, and you're going through this very beautiful crystallization, I heard, of your whole body, of your whole being. Yeah. I also heard something with the next 6 months is very important, but 2026, yeah, 2026, you're going to start to see some really big shifts in your life. Okay, pile number 1, this was your reading. If you want to share your story in the comment section, please feel free to do so. Either way, pile 1, I do wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. So you are seen by powerful guides, and they have messages for you, and you felt drawn to the powerful architect card here. So let's just dive into your reading. We're going to take a couple of oracle cards, a couple of tarot cards. I have the decks on this side today because I thought it was easier, because more space here on the table. So we're just going to go with the flow. And we're also going to do some oracle cards I have prepared, if I don't forget about them, because sometimes I do. So let's see here. We are going to take 2 of these cards. So what is the messages from your guides? And I'm really I got it already in pile number 1, that this is your spirit team coming through. Very powerful guides in your spirit team. Yeah, I'm seeing they're doing thumbs up, and that has been with you for a long time, or maybe has recently come to your life. Yeah, something with it. You have been attracting some new guides lately, I hear, because you have been upgrading like your life, your process. There has been some type of shift in your consciousness, which also has opened up like a new time, or you have entered a new timeline or a new path. So because of that, you have some higher vibrational guides that also has entered your team. They were always meant to enter your spirit team at a certain time, and the time is now. and the time is now. That's what I heard. So let's start with these cards, and then we do some tarot cards and some more oracle cards. Ride the wave. Nice. Yeah, okay. Ride the wave. And we have a deep freeze. A deep freeze. Something with the winter time. I don't know where you live in the world. So for some of you, there's summer. But for the one of you where you have entered winter time, there's something important. If you live in the part of the world where there's winter, well, even the dolphins, almost think, almost like summer and winter here. Yeah, there's something with the season that you are in, but I definitely hear, like, for the people that live in a country where you have winter time, there is a sense of importance to this winter. It has something to do with connecting you with yourself again. So, because wintertime is a time of solitude for many, introspection. It's a time to hibernation. It's a time where everything calms down a little bit. And I hear like for some of you, this winter is going to be very important for you because you're connecting with yourself, and something with also you're going to get some clarity. So that was a message for the winter people. I have a message for the summer people as well. There's going to be some waves. Yeah, that's what I heard with ride the waves. There's going to be some waves. I hear for some of you it's going to be like a little bit chaotic this summer. But don't you worry so much. There's going to be almost distractions that, you know, you have to deal with this and you have to deal with that. And like something that you can almost feel like you are taking some type of side track. But don't you worry so much about that. Because in the end, both the winter people and the summer people, you're going to end up in the same place. So it's just a different type of experience. So it seems like summer, winter, there's not so much happening. And it is a time where it's like a time in between, they say. It's a time in between times. So maybe something is going to happen next spring or next fall, depending on where you live in the world. We have know yourself. Meditate. Who am I? Veil is lifting and opening. Know thyself. I keep feeling like there's two different people here. Summer people and winter people. And for the summer people, something with like allow yourself to have fun and enjoy the season. Yes, there's gonna be like some outer distractions, but don't worry so much about that. Allow yourself to lose yourself a little bit because you're gonna come back. And for the winter people, just like things are gonna be a little bit on pause on the outside. Maybe not so many things are gonna manifest for you. And it's a time where you like go deeper. And it's pretty interesting, this know yourself, because it looks like she's dancing, you know. Know yourself, you know, connected to winter. It's really about, you know, getting in touch with yourself. But know yourself connected to summer. It's like dance and have fun. Allow yourself to bring out the more light side of yourself. And some of you, maybe if you go on vacation, winter people, you go to the summer, travel somewhere maybe. That could be good for you. Summer people, I don't know if you're going to visit cold place. Usually that's not so common, is it? You don't want to go somewhere where it's cold. I don't think so. We have the divine cosmic mother womb. You are loved. You are safe. Rest now. Sleep well. Yeah, there's a sense of a pause here. And maybe that is a very nice pause for you because maybe it has been very hectic. So now things are calming down. I feel complete different energy from pile number 1 when I came to pile 2. Definitely things just... It's nice. It's nice in pile 2. Pile number 2, it's nice here. So I keep hearing like there's this season, summer or winter, is a time between times. And I think, you know, there's something is going to happen during spring and fall where you're going to keep on building here with the architect. Keep on... This will be a bigger shift in your life will come during spring and fall, which is the beginning of 2026. This is when big things are going to happen for you. So something with like enjoying, like the things are calming down a little bit. Is it the calm before the storm? I hope not. I don't know. Let's do some more cards. But yeah, enjoy this time. And yeah, know yourself. Yeah, connect with yourself. And allow things to just be calm for a while, maybe. It also feels like you're coming out of a hectic time, something like that. Okay, let's see what we got here. We have the Hierophant. Okay. Hierophant is about tradition, doing things like we are used to doing them. We have Two of Pentacles. We have Page of Swords. We have Justice. With the Page of, I feel like these two are one energy. And then we have Page of Swords and Justice. Almost feels like I want to like separate these, because I do feel like time between, there's time like now you're doing this, and then comes this, then comes the Page of Swords and the Justice here. Something is going to open up for you. But once again, like here, like I said, the beginning of 2026, or, you know, when fall or spring starts where you live in the world, which I guess is around March, maybe. March, April, May, beginning of May, late May. Yeah, May, maybe, I think. So now, you know, with Two of Pentacles, balance, Hierophant, it's like doing, like living your life. Just live like something like just live your life, you know. Yeah, just enjoy your life right now, and then something is gonna come here. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. So we're gonna put some cards here. We did that in pile number 1. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's perfect. Let's see what else we got. And then we also have the oracle cards I have prepared. We have Violet Flame, Amethyst, and Passion Flower, Transmuting, Breaking Addictions, and Nervous System. So we have Rest Now, Sleep Well. Something with like, you had a hectic time. Now it's time to rest. Now it's time to integrate. Now it's time to balance. And then Page of Swords, Justice, then comes something completely fresh and new here. And with the Page of Swords, it feels nice, you know. We have Isis here as well as a Justice card. Isis. Yeah. We have Green, Epidote, and Star Jasmine. Restructure. Identifying, reframing, and enhancing. And we have Obsidian and Hellebore. Shadow, Mirror, Deep Healing, Understanding, and Seer. We have Seer here. Could be that pile number 1 is your pile. Could be, but the energies are pretty different from pile number 1 and pile 2. But it could be, I could definitely be, if you want to check that out, because we had the Seer and the Seer. So we have Shadow, Mirror, we have Restructure. Yeah, Page of Swords, just something is going to happen. Once again, you know, I keep getting the same message, so I don't know what to say, because, and also, you know, when the message is very clear like this is what they want us to know, you know? So let's not complicate it. Yeah. So calm now. It's going to be calm now. Enjoy this period, whatever, if it's summer, if it's winter. You know, if there's going to be some distraction, don't worry so much about that. Allow yourself to be distracted. Maybe you deserve to, you know, with the dolphins, have a little bit of fun and not be so stressed and responsible, or like something with like allow yourself to just like not care so much. This is so strange, maybe. Allow yourself not to worry so much. Yeah, allow yourself not to worry so much, because there's going to be changes. And you know, during the we have first eclipse season during, well, February 17. I guess that's still winter, is it? And then March the 3rd. So we have the solar eclipse on February the 17th in Aquarius, and then we have the lunar eclipse on March the 3rd in Virgo. So, and eclipses are already extremely powerful. So, because with the Page of Swords, it's like an opening. It's like there's something like gonna open up, and then there's gonna be a big shift. But it seems like it's gonna come with the Violet Flame, with the Shadow Mirror, with Restructure. So they could be this eclipse season then, like maybe you're resting until that, because that's gonna be pretty powerful experience for you. Yeah, very powerful experience for you. We have Matt with Divine Intervention. Weigh up your options, choose the highest good. Yeah, so it's like, keep really like, wait. You just have to wait now for the time. I got this in the 2026 reading as well. Like, there's gonna be a time, and I also got the first eclipse season. And also, you know, we have a 6-planet alignment on February the 28th, where Mercury, Venus, Neptune, Saturn, Uranus, and Jupiter, look at all these planets, are aligning together. So there's some powerful things going on. But now have fun. Now take it easy. Now you rest. Now you don't worry so much. We have Ramdas Guru. Guru Ramdas. Miraculous moment. Harmony surrounds you. Expect miracles. Wow, even with the Hierophant here blessing you. Look at his hand here. Miraculous moments, divine intervention. Yeah, and the Page of Swords feels it's such a fresh card here. It's such a fresh card. So I wonder if it's going to be intense for you, actually. It seems like something is going to be purged out of you. Maybe it's not even going to be intense. Because you're so ready. We have Amanita with expanded awareness. And we have Rosy Bonnet with Define. So we have restructure and we have define. Yeah, once again, you know, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. I'm just repeating myself, but I keep getting the same message over and over again. And I mean, look at this Page of Swords. I almost want to keep it because that energy felt so good. So the message that I once again is just take it easy. Just take it easy. Don't stress anything. Allow yourself to enjoy life a little bit more. And, you know, there's going to be some distractions. It's not such a big deal. Something is going to pick up speed once again in the beginning of the year. Maybe specifically during eclipse season. February comes out very strong. February, March. And it's going to be some type of very big shift in your life. Maybe even a divine intervention. Maybe even a miraculous moment. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. The architect. Yeah, you're building something new here. You're building something new in your life or with yourself. Yeah. Okay, pile number 2. This was your reading. If you want to share your story in the comment section, please feel free to do so. Either way, pile 2. I do wish you all the best and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Hello, pile number 3 and welcome to your reading. So you are seen by powerful guides with messages you felt drawn to the White Owl. Let's just dive into your reading and we are going to do some oracle cards, some tarot cards, and then we're also going to continue with some oracle cards I have prepared. And I put the decks on the side here because I felt it was so much nicer with the table clean like this. So let's start. We are going to take 2 of these cards. So we're going to prepare some cards and start with that. And then we'll just go with the flow. So what is the messages from your guys? Interesting. In pile number 1 and pile 2, I did feel spirit team guides coming through very clearly, but here I feel a different type of guides coming through. Very pure energy. Yeah, very, very high energy coming through here. Let's see, we're going to do 2 of these as well. Something. Yeah, let's see. Let's do some more cards as well. Very, wow. Oh yeah, I really feel the energy now. This is extremely powerful guides, I would say, or extremely high vibrational. Let's start with these cards. So, we have a dry desert. Look at this. Dry. When we have a dry desert, that means there's no water. So something is missing, something is lacking. And the desert is so vast, you know, you can get lost in the desert, you can die in the desert, you can get enlightened, and there's many things can happen in the desert. And we have a balancing act. We also have a number 11 and more of this very white energy here. Look, there's something with this white, because I see these guides, I see them as white light. There's a group of them. Very tall, very tall. I wanted to say angels. Yes, they say. Light beings. No, angels. Yes, angels, they say. Yeah, very tall, light. Angels. Just white light. I see them standing together. So, balancing act. Dry desert. Okay. We have whale Whale teaching. Depth of experience and healing. Teacher and mentor share wisdom. Teacher and mentor. I feel like they have taken you under their wings, so to say. Yeah, I feel like they have taken you under their wings. There's something with you that's very genuine. There's something with you that's very authentic. I would say here in pile number 3, I would have many viewers who have a very strong divine connection with higher realms, and some type of you see your spiritual journey as holy in some way. Even the whale, you know, talks about higher communication. It's funny that the whale is standing up like this, because this is how I see the guides. They're standing up like pillars of white light. So white, so strong. And the light is so strong. And I'm just feeling the energy, just feeling the presence of these angels. I feel so light. I feel like I can fly. Yeah, I feel like I can fly. So really, they have taken you under their wings. There's a dry desert here. You're like looking out and waiting for something here. So let's see what's going on. We have the new man, enlightened masculine potential, and new earth. This looks like Christ. Wow. Yeah, I keep getting like this very holy, sacred, devotional path that you are on almost. Enlightened masculine. And the child here. The child and the man. I think the child is an aspect of the man. The child and the man. And the child resting against the heart here. The new man. So if you are male, if you're a man watching this, there's something with you and your connection to Christ. When Jesus walked on earth, that name, the human name he had in that lifetime, was Jesus. So there's something with you and Jesus, the human in that lifetime. You have crossed paths with each other. This is specifically for my male viewers, I feel. Not saying that the female viewers, this hasn't happened to you as well. Because you could have been the man in that lifetime. So just take it if it resonates. But there's something coming out with like the people that are man, you know, or identify themselves as a man this life. There's something with you and your relationship to Christ consciousness, forgiveness, compassion. And I feel like crying. I feel like you're crying. Oh, this was so strong. I feel like you're crying, and I feel like you're being embraced by your brother, Jesus, your brother. And like something with like coming home. There's something, wow, I don't know what happened here. Something with coming home when you get in touch with, Christ energy here. And for many of you, you know, divine masculine, divine feminine. So for some of you, there could be, you're going through a twin flame journey, or you have a divine masculine counterpart or divine feminine counterpart. And there's something coming out here as well with the holiness of your connection and how your hearts are uniting or going to unite, and how beautiful that is. How beautiful that is. We also have some type of telepathic connection here with the whale teaching, and also number 11, which is a twin flame number, but it's also a number of spiritual awakening and higher alignment. And I heard the new timeline, whatever that means for you, but something with telepathic connection. And I don't know why all of a sudden I started to, like, my eyes started to blur, like I can't see, like something is blurry. So maybe somebody has a hard time seeing you for who you are. Maybe you have a hard time seeing someone for who they are. There's going to be some type of shift in an important relationship. And now my forehead started to burn. I don't know what happened. What's going on with my face? Yeah, I don't know what's going on, like something in the face. So that's the third eye and the crown chakra. And we have the new man, enlightened masculine. So there could be this gonna be, you are awakening, they are awakening, and there's going to be some type of deeper connection because there is a spiritual bond. But right now, balancing act and dry desert, because here there's a woman alone looking and longing for something. Of course, not all of you are longing for this connection, but this comes up for some of you very strong. Maybe some of you are longing for something else. Maybe some of you are longing for the union with the divine, and maybe brother Jesus. I can't even talk, Jesus is one of my closest guides, and always can rely on, I can always rely on Jesus and Archangel Michael and Mother Mary, actually. And I have a lot of angels also, Metatron. Anyways, let's not talk about me. I just it was so nice to be here. Yeah, this is home, This is home. In this dry desert, don't forget that you have these guides. For some of us, it is our closest friends. At times, even, Jesus spent 40 days and 40 nights in the desert. So that's very significant as well. So there could be there's going to be a time where you have to be alone. You have to be, you have to be alone because you're going through your 40 days and 40 nights. Okay, let's do some tarot cards. I still can't see. It's blurry. I think I had some lotion on my face, and then I was rubbing my eye, and then I have it kind of on my eyelashes, and then now it's kind of all over my eyes. So have you ever, what I mean? I think, but yeah, I think it's significant for the reading. So we have, because everything is connected, we have 10 of Pentacles. From the dry desert to the 10 of Pentacles. Because 10 of Pentacles is so far away from a dry desert that you can come. 10 of Pentacles is wealth. It is massive wealth. It's stability. It is a big family. It's happy connections. It is a blooming and blossoming business. It's a legacy. It's stable. It's strong. You have walked in the footsteps. I think here in pile number 3, we have some souls that every time I talk about Jesus, I just want to cry. Yeah, his heart opens up. We have you very strong connection with Christ. And also, you were a human in that lifetime when he was Jesus, in that incarnation. So you were there when he was crucified, maybe. You were one of his followers. You were one of his disciples, but you were very close. He was your brother. You were his brother or his sister. We have 8 of Cups. Look at this, the Seeker. Look how the 8 of Cups here is moving away from the 10 of Pentacles. Here you have everything. You have wealth. You have so much stability and wealth, but still you walk away here with the 8 of Cups. So there, for some of you, could really be that solitude and self-seeking and meditation is very important for you. And we have the 10 of Swords. I heard don't get lost in the desert. Yeah, I heard something like that. Don't get lost in the desert. So we got 10 of Swords. We have 7 of Wands, and we have Justice. Pile number 3. I feel like you are sorting out some type of karma connected to your spiritual lives, like when you were a nun, when you were a nun, no, when you were a monk, when you were a nun, or something like that. Because what happened with Jesus? He was crucified, he was tortured to death. So, and here we see you with the 8 of Cups walking away, and then immediately we see the 10 of Swords. And the attack here with the 7 of Wands and Justice here, which makes me think they're really focusing on this, the sacrifice. It could be that you're scared of your power. It could be that you're scared of standing in your light and in your beliefs. Because let's be honest, in the real world, or whatever we should call it, the majority of people can be very defensive and really not understanding spiritual concepts and higher spiritual teachings and wisdom. Let's call it wisdom. And you have a lot of this. You have a lot of spiritual wisdom. But you need to find like something like finding it completely. And and you already feel like you have it within you. But there's something with, it's something with duality that you need to transcend, I think. Like something with you against them. Something, Jesus was crucified and tortured. And on the cross, he was crying, not because he was sad. Not because he was angry or he was hurting. He was crying because of the suffering of humans, because of the hate and the anger, because he saw the suffering, hate. You can't carry hate and anger and be happy and peaceful. Of course, if you're hateful and angry for whatever reason, you are suffering there and then. So this was why he was crying, because he saw the suffering in the people that was torturing him. He saw the suffering and he was crying because he felt compassion. I mean, that's pretty cool. And that is pretty you're pretty powerful. If you have reached that, he was enlightened, of course, This was the same with Buddha. It was the same with Buddha, full of compassion and understanding. So there's something in this story, or in Jesus' story, that aligns so much with your story and your past lifetimes and your path. So your path is also a path of forgiveness and compassion and understanding. And there is something here with the 10 of Swords and the 7 of Wands, which is like an attack here, and justice here, because he was attacked, crucified, tortured to death, There's something similar that has happened to you because of your spiritual beliefs, because of who you were. So there's almost like this beautiful journey and a balancing act here as well, where one part of you is like kind of like ready to fully embrace your spiritual path, but another part of you is like, like subconsciously maybe holding you back a little bit because you're scared of entering your full light and your full power and standing there in front of your family, maybe in front of your old friends. And maybe it's going to cause big changes in your life. What's going to happen when you fully reclaim your power without fear? What's going to happen? And this is scary. I can feel it. Yeah, I can feel it a little bit scary here. So there's something with facing that, which is very important. Okay. My eyes are itching. Yeah, I'm not going to rub my eyes again because then you probably can't see anything. But my eyes are like, they are itching. So third eye. No, because the eyes are connected to your third eye. Okay, we got 3 of these cards. Did I even tell you I was going to do 3 cards? So we did this deck. I don't know. Tell me if you like this concept of me having the cards on the side. I don't know how you like it. If you can always share, So we have Septarian noodles. What is that? Septarian noodles? Noodles, no. Way shower. Shake up the system. Cellular upgrades. Shake up the system. Way shower. Pile number 3. This is your whole journey, This is one of your biggest wounds. This is a spiritual wound that you're carrying. This is standing between you and your divine self. Yeah. Because you're meant to be a way shower. You're meant to shake up the system by standing there in your light and talking about these things. And talking about them like it's the most natural thing, because for you it is the most natural thing. So something with stepping up. Even the white owl shows it, you know. We have white tiger, we have white owl, you know, white. Do we have a white raven? But every time an animal is white, there's always like some type of, I don't know, it feels like there's some type of sacredness and some type of innate power in this animal. And there's something with you that is very sacred, just like Jesus. And you have some type of innate power, you know, and you're meant to stand in that now completely. Heal the healer. Perfect. Heal the healer. Soul's truth. We have Atlantis and we have the emerald tablets. Emerald and milk thistle. You know, milk thistle, they have these flowers. They're a little bit stingy or spiky. So heal the healer. Yeah, you need to heal this thing that is a little bit spiky here. We also have astrophyllite and ginkgo. Goenka is very healing. Star elders, signs and symbols, divine blueprints, and amenti. Star elders. You have, yeah, now I see Christ again. I see Mary Magdalene. I see Mother Mary. I see Metatron. I see Archangel Michael, Buddha, Kuan Yin. Look, this is the star elders. These are the ascended masters. These are the ones, I feel like I want to cry again. These are the ones who has walked this earth before us. They also went through suffering. They also went through pain. Once again, Jesus was crucified. I mean, you know, he had nails through his hand and his feet. I mean, that has to hurt. He was still a human being, you know, he had a human body. So even Buddha, you know, he had the people that didn't believe in him and things like that. So they all went through, and Buddha, you know, he was suffering a lot before he got enlightened. So these are the only two people I can think about now, but it's like something with like, we have walked before you and they love you so much. This is what I feel. I feel like they love you so much and they are cheering on you and they are here. Yeah, they're all here. We forgot about the white angelic guides. They were in the beginning, but then we just went with the reading. Yeah, that energy needed to come in the beginning. Yeah, I feel like they are stepping back a little bit because this other energy came in. So let's look at the oracle cards. Oh, that's crazy. Wow, that's insane. Jesus. Wow, I don't know what to say. Acts of service. When you serve, the universe serves you. The universe, wow, this is it. You're a part of this type of energies, you know. This is the pile. Christ, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, angelic beings, Hindu gods and goddesses, because everything is connected, you know, it's not like it's different things, you know, everything is one thing, you know, everything is one. You are so spiritually advanced, I would say, but I would say so connected. This is your home, this is where you belong, this is your essence. So for you, actually, it's very natural. These things are very natural. And they are serving you. They are serving you. They're with you. They're with us. They are with us. They are with us through this process here. We have travel cool with divine mission. Look at that compassionate, very beautiful smile here. Enlightened action. Make choices from the heart. Yeah, I wanted to say the heart is the key. And I always say that in my reading because that's a very strong energy for me. You know, Christ consciousness is very strong energy for me as a soul. And, you know, all these things that we're talking about, this is my energy as well. So the heart is very strong. The Christ consciousness, the Christ heart, the 5D heart. And we have divine mission, we have way shower, enlightened action. Yeah, you're meant to be a way shower. You're meant to stand in your light. You're meant to be a beacon of light, a beacon of consciousness. And this is how you contribute to a shift here on earth, because there is a lot of suffering. There is a lot of suffering. There is a lot of suffering. And Gaia needs us, because Gaia is not going so good, you know. But so Gaia needs us to heal the planet, to help us awaken and heal with compassion our brothers and sisters that are not yet awakened. We have Oyster with regeneration. And we have Discovery with Blue Laratiumicus. I don't know how to say that. But Discovery and the unknown. There is something, there's almost like there's a blockage of fear that has always stopped you from expanding into your full potential and fully embody your divine self. And I think, you know, there is this, the last, or there's one part of this blockage is the, like a spirit, I keep hearing like a spiritual wound, which is like, could be hard to pinpoint because it's different from your 3D human wounds, because this is like a little bit more subtle. Like it's almost like a part of your brain says like, yeah, you know, remember last time when I was monk or nun, and you know, I was just walking around in the villages and I was just helping people come out of the suffering, or I was just a healer and I was helping people heal, and all of a sudden they dragged me out of my tent and they throw me on the fire, or they were spitting at me, or they were throwing rocks at me. So there's like almost like a subconscious part of your mind saying, no, that's not good. Let's not do that. Let's not be like that again. But it's like you are closing the door to the most beautiful part of yourself, like the true part of yourself, where you will completely embrace yourself again. And I feel like this is very important, very, very important, because when you have done this, there's also something with discovery and unknown here. Like you're gonna unlock the next stage in your awakening, which is something you haven't touched yet. You can sense it maybe now when I talk, but you haven't really touched that. Yeah. Wow. Point number 3. Yeah, this was a very spiritual reading. If somebody's here, yeah, are you here? If somebody's here listening to this reading and this resonates with you, thank you for sharing. Yeah, my heart is opening up. Thank you for sharing this moment with me, because of course it's the same for me. Not everybody can connect in this way and understand these type of energies. So, you know, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, Pile 3, this was your reading. If you want to share your story in the comment section, please feel free to do so. Either way, Pile 3, I do wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.